All right, YouTubers, it's Fat Guy in his backpack, back again for another exciting episode. We are going to be heading up to a Bird Creek Trail, and I know I'm messing up the name, but I'm too lazy to open it up on my thing. But it's in Hollister Hills. Hollister Hills is usually known as a off-road recreation area. It's been a while since I've been there. But they do have trails for hiking trails. And there's this bird trail. A friend of mine, Cam, mentioned it. And so I thought, hey, that might be a fun place to go. Well, he mentioned you go hiking in Hollister Hills, which I had no idea. I thought it was just for off-road vehicles. But apparently anyone can go. Of course, we stopped by McDonald's to get my cocaine, known as Diet Coke. And so the next time we show this, we will be up at Hollister Hills doing a little hiking. Hopefully we'll see some birds, some exciting birds. Maybe a velociraptor. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Since velociraptors basically were the size of a chicken. I know a lot of people have been watching the movies, and according to what I understand, they were no bigger than a chicken in most cases. So there we go. And maybe as intelligent. And that's not a slam on chickens, because chickens for a bird they're not dumb. They're not like a turkey. They're somewhat intelligent. But anyway, so we're headed up there. So thanks, Cam, for recommending Hollister Hills. He gave me a ping. I don't know how to do ping on my phone. I got to figure it out one of these days. But through the magic of YouTube, the magic, next time we see each other, we will be in Hollister Hills recreation area. Hopefully on the bird trail. By then I'll have it up on my phone, so I'll know which one we're going to go on. It's a 1.9 miles. I'm feeling a lot better than I did on that Thanksgiving trek. I don't know what it was. I was just so exhausted. But all right, we'll see you then here in a few minutes. All right, catch you later, guys. Bye. All right, YouTubers, here we are. The moment you've been waiting for. We are at Hollister Hills vehicle recreation area. It is actually beautiful up here. And again, one of the things that's really great about living in this part of California is there's just all these little microclimates. Let me just do a little panorama view of the area. You can see up here the hills. And now we're going to go through here. We're going to go on the Bird Creek Road Trail. Exciting. So if you never see me again, maybe I was eaten by a velociraptor. Gonna read this really quickly, the little diagram here. Welcome to the nature area in 1966. Last private owner, Howard Harris, deeded 4 acres to his alma mater at the University of California, Berkeley, for the establishment of a geophysical observatory to study the San Andreas Fault. Due to the sensitive monitoring equipment, Harris set aside 300 acres of his canyon for non-motorized recreation. Here he used his academic training in geology to conduct guided walks. Today, the nature area provides 6 miles of trails, adds hiking and bicycling. You can bicycle through here. That exciting. Maybe I should get a bicycle. It's been a long time since I've ridden a bicycle. I guess it's one of those things you never forget. Available recreation opportunities. So we are in the San Andreas Fault. I'm going to take a little hike through here. This is about a 1.9 miles. I'm feeling a lot better than I did the other day. When I did when I did the Thanksgiving trip thing, took some energy pills, and I just came off them when we were done. So we're going to be, going to walk through here. Again, this is the Bird Creek Trail. There's a little plaque here in memory of Andy Beck, 1947 to 1989, maintenance supervisor. So he was 41 years old, not much younger than me. There's a dog poop thing here. So there we go. Now, actually this time, I am using all trails. Hopefully, knock on wood. Let me bring up my phone, keeps coming off me. And let's see. Yep, here we go. The Bird Creek Trail, also known as Beck Trail. There's a little bridge we're going to be coming up to. So I'm going to be using this thing. There you go. I've never used this before. I've always tried to. Usually I print up a paper copy. But today we are going to use a electronic device. So we'll see how it works as we go through the forest here. It's about 2:30, 2:50. Oh, okay, almost 3. So we'll do like an hour and a half through here, hopefully. Hopefully we'll find a spot where we can try our meal this time. Looking across the bridge is about ready to collapse. Stay behind the fence. Velociraptors on the other side. All right. I don't think there's any velociraptors out here, but this seems like a place. Again, we'll do a little panorama view where you might find a velociraptor. So kind of excited to use my All Trails map. Usually I just print up their maps. And a lot of times the trail I think I'm gonna go onto, I can't even find. And this one I found. It was at the very end of the park here. I drive a little Chevy Cruze. I have a truck. Just saw a bird on Bird Creek Trail. Maybe that's where it gets its name. But anyways, I was walking. Usually I can't even find the trail I plan on going, but this time I did, so here we go. And I was a little worried, did I go the wrong way? Nope, went the right way. And this is a pretty mild trail. So, again, for Gen Xers, get out here. Enjoy some nature. Enjoy the bird trail. Enjoy the outdoors. Although, I got a little started a little bit later than I should have. It is freaking cold. Well, again, if you live in Minnesota or Idaho, we're kind of wimpy Californians, so. Although if you get in the Sierras, it could get pretty cold up there. So, along the Central Coast, Southern California, you know, for us, it's pretty darn cold. But for the rest of the country that gets really cold, this is probably nothing. Let's see what the temperature is. On my iPhone, it can tell me. Let's see. Take a little nap. I feel like, not Ichabod Crane. Who's that guy that, Rip Van Winkle. It is an audiobook I just listened to. Let's see, it says 43 degrees right now. So there we go. So maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So I'm just looking at get my stick untied there. Looking at my iPhone map again. I have never really used it, so this is kind of exciting. I'm so far staying on the trail. By the way, I have a 5th subscriber now, so 5 times the number of people have subscribed to my little channel as before. So let's get 5 more. I'm hoping sometime in this trail, when I take a break, probably to try our backpacking meal, to write in my new journal. I'd like to thank one of my subscribers, Sarah in Idaho. Thanks for sending that. That was a wonderful gift. I look forward to using it, and hopefully I'll use it on this trip. We'll see if I get a chance. That's my goal anyways. So thank you, Sarah. Speaking of Idaho, one of the things I'm thinking of, I don't know if I'll be able to do it or not, is planning a backpack trip to Idaho. Oops, almost hit a tree. Thinking of going on the Tetons. But you know, I've been there before. Tetons are absolutely beautiful, by the way.
when you drive by them, to make sure we're on the right map, there's two trails here. So, just wondering which one is the trail. I'll show you. I think it's this one right here. I'm pointing. I don't know what this other trail is. We'll find out, won't we? Find out if I get lost along the way. So I'm looking. I don't really know how to use these things, so I think this is a great place to learn. How to use one of these maps. So far, it's not blinking. It's not go the other way. The other outlook's a little nicer. That's okay. It's okay. You may find my body out here. Just, where'd Dave go? The moron went on a backpacking trip or hiking trip at almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's really cold out here. It might even rain, which I am really hoping it does, because I've never had an opportunity to use one of my emergency ponchos. So I figured this would be a great spot to learn how to use one. Close to home relatively. But a way to try it out, see how it works. So I'm gonna go and switch the camera, and hopefully I do a little better job this time. I know the last time a good portion of the video is of the ground. I'm like, hey, look at these beautiful trees, and all you see is the trail. So hopefully, oh wow, there's a bench here. Nice. Because once again, I'm having that issue that I had on the Hunting Hollow trip, where this canteen is causing my pants to fall down. Which I'm out here by myself, but I don't think that means it's a nudist trail. So I don't think they'd appreciate that. So let's go ahead and pause the video. We'll come back, and hopefully you just won't see the path. You actually see where we're going out here in the woods. But man, look at these leaves are changing. I know you, all 2.5 of my listeners in New England, like, that's been no big deal. But here in California, we think it's pretty cool. Any excuse to put on a jacket, by the way, we were definitely gonna do. Anytime we see the leaves change, we get all excited. It doesn't happen until about November here usually. Maybe end of October, you'll start to see some of them change. But they aren't as pretty as other places. But anyways, this could actually be a great place to film a episode of like The Walking Dead or something like that. Someone running through the forest away from the walkers. You notice the walkers walk super slow in that show, and they still can't. The people trying to get away from them still can't get away from it. So I find it so odd. But I love that show. I'm watching Beyond The Walking Dead. Yeah, I can see why it only lasted 2 seasons. But hey, there we go. So let's go ahead and switch this up. Fix my pants so they don't fall down, because then this video would definitely not be for children. All right, so then when we turn around, hopefully you'll see the trail. I have this little latch thing right here. Hopefully I'll do it right. So again, you can see the trail, or see the wilderness, the trail. Maybe see some more birds out here. What would see something decent? I mean, it says Bird Creek Trail. You can see the creek right there. It's all dried up right now. Although I did see a little bit of water as I walked up here, so. But I'm not gonna walk down there. I'm way too lazy for that. So, all right, here we go, guys. All right, guys, so here we're back. Good news is my pants did not fall down. all fixed and ready to go. I am going to be ordering a new canteen, one that doesn't have to be put on my belt, but it has some of the same features, so that'd be kind of fun. All right, so here we go, guys. We're walking down the trail. Today's audiobook. I am not, believe it or not, surprise, surprise, I have 2 hours left to Will. I'm going to give him a break for this trip. We are going to be, I will be listening to a book called, hold on, I believe it's called, I should know, Jacob T. Marley, by a guy named R. Williams Bennett. I assume that's Robert Williams Bennett. No clue who he is. It's a great audiobook. Everyone knows the tale of Scrooge, the Christmas Carol. So it's based on that. But it's kind of the Jacob Marley perspective. It goes a lot more detail about him. It's a great book. I highly enjoy it. Recommend it. I'm amazed Hollywood hasn't made a movie out of it yet. But it is good. It's a good book. They made every other conceivable thing out of the Christmas Carol. Heck, even The Simpsons brought it up several times, a couple of their Christmas specials. So, hopefully, this video is a little better. You see a lot more of the forest. Oh, by the way, I think I learned something. I think if you play Christmas music while video taping, apparently it might be a copyright infringement, which seems really odd to me because I can hear the motorcycle in the background. Christmas carols. In fact, speaking of The Simpsons, there was an episode where they're caroling and they come to this lawyer's house and he tells them to cease and desist. You can't sing Christmas carols except for Old Man Wintersting or whatever. So, for some reason, if you decide to become a YouTuber and make videos, don't put Christmas music on it because they will ding you. But apparently it's okay to talk about companies. Again, like this Jacob T. Marley book. Oh, I just came up to a road. All right, let's see. Hold on. See how good this thing works. Okay. Apparently, so let's take this road. So, all right, here we go. We're on a little dirt road. My little Chevy Cruze would not have made it up here. All right. Apparently we're going the right way. All right. And now we're going to go up a hill a little. So, I don't know if I'm going the right way or not. Let's find out. Might have gone the wrong track here. Now I hear my bell ring. Kept hearing a clipping out here. Let's just see. All right, I'm gonna go back in a second. I am not interested in bushwhacking. And that's where you go off the trail. Okay, no longer on the route. So let's head back. That's what I thought. So this actually, this map is pretty decent. Okay. All of a sudden what happened was the arrow stopped turning. So I guess Beck Trail and Bird Creek Trail are two different trails. So let's see what happens here. They don't really have a sign for Burke Trail. I gotta figure out my iPhone, it goes black way too often. This is the iPhone 14. I like it so far. Okay, I guess I'm on the Birch Creek Trail, so part of it is this road. And we'll see what happens. Beck Trail is definitely not the right road. So I'm looking for some birds. I haven't seen any yet. A little disappointing. Maybe we'll come across one here in a moment. But I was hoping to hear at least a chirp. All right, so far I'm on the right road. It might take me off the trail here in a second. So let's see what happens here. Okay. One of the things that's interesting, if you ever read history of the Romans, forests used to creep them out. And I thought, forest, how would you be creeped out in a forest? I'm starting to see how you could be. It's kind of dark in here. All right, so I'm still on the right track. Okay. There's something off to the side here. And I thought that was going to be the trail. But it's not. So this is a nice leisurely trail so far. Part of it's an actual trail. The other part is this dirt road. So I'm going to show you right here. So it's a little road. It's about ready to take a turn here. But let me show you here. Give you a little panoramic view. Yeah, once again, these batteries, man, they stink. They do not last very long. Luckily, I brought a charger this time. So if I have to, it's heavy as the dickens, but I brought it. So there we go. So we're going to take a turn here. And hopefully, there we go. Okay, I'm really enjoying this feature now. I never have really enjoyed it that much, but I am really liking it. Got my my bell should be doing the ding-a-ling thing, but it's not doing anything. So we're still going here. This is a nice short little trail, actually. This is not very long at all. I'm actually almost halfway there, which is nice because like I started way too late, like an idiot. I should start earlier today, but that's okay. That's okay. And I'm gonna, there's a creek over here, but we can, yeah, I'm glad I wore my jacket too. There we go. Because it is cold as heck out here. All right, there we go. I mean, I'm able to listen to my audiobook, Jacob Marley. So let's go over here. Show you. Let's go ahead and there we go. So you can see that now, hopefully. Okay, there we go. Look at that, huh? It's all dry. But I guarantee if we get some more rain today, it will start to flow again. And this flows down to the San Benito County River, or San Benito River, which is another seasonal river. Sadly, a lot of the homeless have started to move in on it. And I get it's empty space, but it's kind of nice to have that little bit of wildlife so close to home. But, you know, I've actually had a dog try and chase me out of there of homeless encampment. And a homeless person acted like I was on their property, which I wasn't, you know. I had no desire to see what their tent is like or what they do. But I'm happy to see that the homeless haven't decided to move up here to Hollister Hills. Which again, as you can see, this part of California, our areas really are quite diverse. And just amazingly lucky to live in this area. So close to so many opportunities to get out and recreation and see some things. All right, we'll go ahead and pause for a little bit, save some of my battery, start listening to some Jacob Marley. It's on audiobook, of course. Great book. It's about 4 hours long, so it's a relatively short audiobook. But it's a pleasure to listen to. Another example of a great narrator. And don't you worry, we will get back to Will. Finish him off here. I only have about 2 hours left of that book. I think that audiobook was 8 to 9 hours. I have some audiobooks that are as much as 24 hours. So here we go, guys. Hold on, let's see what we're coming up to here really quickly. Maybe this is a sign Bigfoot's about. Stinking phone. Yeah, we're almost there. This is a short little hike. Through the woods. Just call me Dave Ross. Ross actually happens to be my middle name. But Bob Ross, who I'm talking about. Unless you grew up in the 90s, you probably have no idea who the hell I'm talking about. All right, see, this property is owned by University of California, Berkeley. because all of us want to just steal their crap. So much for a bunch of communist hippies, huh? They really discovered capitalism pretty quick. Seventh in progress. No trespassing. Leave state. Yeah, whatever. Not gonna touch your stupid stuff. I'm sure they would have this all gated off and we weren't allowed to hike through here. Let's see. Let's keep on going here. There's a little like house up here. Probably like a crazy man living there. Yeah, fix my bell on the way back. Which was what I always do with this stinking bell. I always forget to put it on until the way back. So far I haven't seen any mountain lions. This is mountain lion country, by the way. Okay, there's a little, I don't know if you can see that. It's a little outhouse. Probably some homeless hippies living in there. Where their sensitive equipment is. Trust me, I'm not gonna touch your sensitive equipment. That also could be a metaphor for something inappropriate. But, all right, where are we at? Yeah, we are close to the end of this trail. All right, so it's kind of interesting. I guess a little bit of the trail is an actual trail. The rest is kind of road. Let's see. I'm not gonna go up to the little house, but we'll show you. There we go. Hopefully you can see it. Let's see. I think it's not that one. This is where their house is. That's their outhouse there, which is good. But they don't want you touching it because it's quite sensitive. Okay. It's California. We have earthquakes. All right, so hopefully this video is a lot better than the last. Kind of interested to see what the end of the trail looks like. That would be cookies and milk. I mean, it is Christmas time, and I was gonna listen to Bob Marley, A Christmas Tale, but doesn't look like I'll get to it. Anyway, that's good. It kind of talks about, you know, Bob Marley's experience, how he becomes Jacob Marley. Sorry, Jacob Marley. Bob Marley's the reggae guy. Okay, now we're actually on a trail. But Jacob Marley, he becomes kind of a miser. Doesn't start out that way. It's kind of interesting, the author's take on it. Apparently when he's younger, he gets called, hey, you're super smart. And it goes towards his head. And that's how he does it. Like I said, this is a nice leisurely trail. If I'd gone on the other trail, Beck's Trail, I could see where it started to go up. Not as leisurely. I think next time I come up here, I want to go to Hubner Ranch. I'll start out a little earlier. It is a 5-mile trip. And like I said, I started way too late. The Ranger Rick, he's like, it's gonna start getting dark up there. So far it's not bad. It's only 3:30. So probably half an hour there, half an hour back. We're gonna stop and try one of those backpacker meals, hopefully. If we get a chance. If we don't, you know, that's the breaks, I guess. My pack's a little heavy, but what it does is it gives me a chance to get more used to carrying a pack. At 51, you know, you don't have the energy you had when you were 21. Okay, look at this. Looks like, let's go and show you this. A long time ago, go ahead and zoom in. There we go. There was a fire here a long time ago. Look at these trees down there. There's these signs of burn marks. There's a little river. All dried up. This is actually pretty deep right here. If it ever fills up, it'd be a nice little swimming hole. I don't know if you can see that. See right down there. Isn't that awesome? All right. We are going to come around the corner here in a second. And then we'll go around one more corner and that'll be the end of the trail. This is kind of nice. Ugh. Something pooped there. Might be bears up here. I don't know. Definitely mountain lions. That's why I like my bell playing. But like I said, I think that's it. I can hear it banging. Well, like I was saying earlier, if you ever listen to the battle at the Teutoburg Forest, that's where the German tribes beat, I think it was like the 13th Legion or 15th Legion. Anyways, you got these Roman soldiers walking through the forest. And one of the things that not a lot of people know about the Romans, I mean, they're an advanced ancient civilization, was they were extremely superstitious. And forests for ancient peoples was a scary place, full of witches and all sorts of things. And when we think of Romans, we think the city of Rome, and you know, this magnificent cities, bathhouses, clean, that sort of thing. Well, there was a lot of forests too at the time, and the Romans were terrified of this forest they had to go through, but they were told by their German ally, who turned out to be really planning to betray them. Yeah, this is the best way to go. You'll be fine. But they were terrified, and you can hear like cow pies in here. I guess cows walk through. Anyways, I kept hearing some noises in the back, and turns out just my bell banging against my backpack. But it's easy to see how you could hear things, especially when you're by yourself. When you're with other people, not as much. But when you're by yourself, you definitely, even though I felt pretty safe here. All right, sorry to keep stopping. I'm actually not tired at all. I feel great. You hear things. Sometimes they're real, sometimes they're imagined. And turns out it was just the bell, which I took out of its little bag so you could hear it, so I could hear it jingle. And so anything like a mountain lion could hear it too. But that's all it was. So anyways, even though we're not the ancient Romans, we today still have those concerns. So, curious to see what happens when it ends. This is still kind of a road-ish. Definitely ATV-ish. Yeah, I don't think you could drive anything but an ATV. I mean, I guess you could drive a truck, but it would not be easy going. I know I keep stopping, but I'm really curious about see this map where it ends. I just gotta remember to keep moving around so my phone doesn't turn it off. All right, here we go. See, a lot of the trees don't have leaves anymore. All right, we're almost there. I'm a little curious if there is another trail that goes off into the corner. Huh. I don't see anything. Going this, we've gone 528 feet, 3.6 miles. Doesn't seem like that. Seems like a lot less. Of course, the map shows a creek below. That's a negative. There's no creek below there right now. Hopefully get some more rain. Alrighty. I just right up here at this tree. Oops. What time is it? Yeah, I'm gonna head back here in a moment. I'm not a big night hiker. Oh yeah, looks like it's coming to the end. So, we'll go right up here. See what else happens. This is the toughest part of the trail, which isn't too bad. All right, here we go. We think we're at the end. Oops. Might have been another trail that way. All right. Here we go. Just curious, we'll say completed. All right. I'm just gonna walk a few more feet. Man, there's a lot of cow patties up here. man. Gross. There's some water down there, but yeah, unless you were dying, I would not recommend eating it, drinking it. Actually, the look of it, you probably could eat it while you're drinking it. It's that bad. A lot of little, I don't know what these are, so fruits along here. All right, that's good. All right, so. I don't see the trail, so there's these little dotted lines. I'm not sure what they mean. That's the thing about hiking. Occasionally you just want to keep on going. What's around the corner? Death. Destruction. Finally that mountain lion. Because I was too lazy to fix my bell. Alrighty. Oh, there's an old tree up here. Okay, off route. So I gotta see what's around the corner. There's something around here. Okay, you could go backpacking here and probably never be seen. Alrighty. So folks, here we are. Drop my phone, of course. All right, guys. So here we are at the end of the trail. Woo! Well, not quite at the end because we gotta go all the way back that way. So I did complete the trail. Well, coming. Now I have to go, and we'll go ahead and start up the video here in a little bit. But just want to show you what it looks like. He says there's no backpacking here, but you could probably get away with it. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, nice little trail. Here in a few minutes, we'll start up on the way down. I got to change the battery because, of course, these batteries don't last very long. This was maybe about 23 minutes and it died. So I like the Bravo camera. Acaso, your batteries suck. Anyway, so there we go. We'll show you when we head down. All right, guys, we're on our way back now. And I lost my headphones. Suck. I love those things. My son got me a pair, exact same kind, except they were blue. And I thought I had to get a yellow. That might be easier to see in case I lost them. So we're about ready to find out. I'm just kind of walking. Although I could put it in my pocket and forgot about it. It could be down my shirt. Who knows? But you know what? I may have lost them. Well, that sucks. So I didn't try and litter. I just lost them. Man, I'm hoping I can see them. They are yellow. Hopefully they don't meld too much into the ground. I thought about getting some red ones at one point. But that red ones were more expensive than the yellow ones. I don't know, maybe the dye is harder to come by. But who knows? Hopefully I'll find them. Seeing if I lost them, hey, that's the breaks. It happens. I will be disappointed sorely. I should have put them in my pocket when I wasn't using them. Or they have a magnet where you connect them together. But I didn't do that because I'm an idiot. But hopefully we'll run into them. And we'll see. Just looking everywhere. The good news is there's only one way out of here that I know of. I guess I could keep going. But according to my trail, it said, hey, you're off the trail. So who knows? Who knows where they went? Man, that sucks. I really like those two. I don't want to spend another $60 on them, but hey, maybe I'll have to. My fault for not wearing one I should have. Plus, I guess it gives some YouTube adventure excitement, huh? On a pretty low-key hike through the Halster Hills Recreational vehicle. They call it vehicular or something like that. I don't know. Who knows? Come on. Gotta be around here somewhere. Or fell on my shirt and then I really will lose it because I'm not looking back. So I gotta kind of look back a little. Nope. But like I said, this is a pretty nice hike. So Gen Xers, highly recommend this. This is the Bird Creek Trail hike. Only about, according to the thing, I went 3.4 miles, but it doesn't feel like it. Not exhausted like I was the other day. Again, I don't need my pack full as it is, but for me, just trying to get myself prepped for my next backpacking trip. Get the body ready. I think I'm gonna do it. It's called Jim's Cabin down in the Ventana Wilderness. I think that'd be a great hike, or a great 3-day backpacking trip, 2-day, who knows. Man. I have to be a really cheap guy, so I hate losing stuff like this. But that's my fault for not paying better attention. So I also hate to, I didn't bring this up to begin with, I should have. I hate littering. Oh, wow, I heard something. There's a lot of holes in this mountain here. So who knows what's raccoons. So these holes are pretty decent size. So foxes. I know I've been on, when I was up at the Hunting Hollow Trail, or Woodson Creek Trail, definitely heard them in the background. Didn't hear any too close to where we were at. And I have no problem camping where other people are at. I don't need to be by myself. I actually prefer other campers. I think it just provides a little bit of protection. I think it goes back to those Romans and their fear of being alone in the wilderness. I hope I didn't drop it in some freaking cow droppings. That's gonna suck. But I was on this trail, so I assume it's gotta be along here somewhere. Man, and no listening to Bob Marley. Jacob Marley. Maybe I'll have to watch every night during Christmas. I love listening to watching a DVD. Yep, we still have DVDs. Watch them, especially the Christmas ones. All the others we really don't watch that often. I think they're more for looks now. We probably could get rid of them, a good portion of them. But Christmas DVDs I love watching. Trying to watch everyone except for Scrooge. My wife bought that. I just don't like. I watched it when I was a kid. I liked it, but I watched it a couple years ago. I think we had it 2 years ago. I really don't like this movie anymore. So there you go. It's amazing how things change as you get a little older. Man, I am so pissed. I probably lost those things. I was hoping yellow would make it easier if I dropped it too. So maybe I need to not be cheap and get a red pair, which will really stand out. There's all these cow pies. I'm thinking, oh man, did I drop in a cow pie? I don't think it did. It's amazing how dark the forest can get too. It is. I don't think it's even 4:30. Let's see. Pull out my cell phone here. Hope I didn't lose that. That would really suck. That would so suck. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock. So I guess there's no cell coverage up here because suddenly went into SOS mode, which I had an issue with that when I first got it. It sucked. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pause this for a little bit, and we'll be back for station identification. I bet you most millennials are like, what is he talking about? What's station identification? That was another way of saying we're going to have an advertisement, so you have to sit through it because our TVs can't fast forward it, because this was before that was a thing. You had to watch commercials or walk away, and hopefully you came back in time to watch the show you were watching, unless you recorded it. And you'd always try to record stuff, but sometimes you wouldn't do it right. So you could go back and watch it later. I mean, we had all these videos. My dad would record all these shows, and I'm pretty sure we didn't ever watch any of them. Plus, you had reruns, so you'd have to wait till the summer to watch them. And unlike today, again, where you have DVDs, or you can, I know, DVDs. I don't know why my bell isn't ringing. That kind of sucks. But unlike today, where like, you can go on Amazon and watch it, or DVDs. Back in the day, you had to wait once a year when you were a kid to watch Charlie Brown's Christmas or Rudolph or whatever. And so like I said, I always like to watch a DVD. Last night I watched Bruce Willis in, oh my gosh, one of the greatest action movies ever, Die Hard. Man, that is a great movie. Every action film since then has almost tried to be that, follow that formula. A lot of them have. Die Hard, man. The first one. The second one wasn't bad. I like the second one too. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but who knows? Maybe it could turn out to be another Scrooged, thinking I like it. And I watch it like, this sucks. I didn't like as much as I thought I did. But man, Die Hard. Hans, and the way he just goes in the end, what a way to go, huh? And Hans Gruber. In fact, some of you have watched, oh, what is that? Trying to make sure I took off my my plaid button up because it was getting too hot, but he played in, oh, what was it? Harry Potter. He played Snape. So that's for your young crowd. Hans Gruber. Incidentally, on the DVD you can watch like how they made it, and apparently they didn't warn the neighbors they were going to be doing action scenes in that building, and they're getting calls all night from the police, and there's explosions going off, and the part where Hans Gruber falls, that is his real reaction, because they're on this he's on this they're holding him over this ledge, and below it's just like this blue trampoline or balloon or whatever, so he can fall and it'll be okay. But they told him, okay, on the count of 3 we're going to drop you. And so he's ready for the count of 3 to be dropped. Well, it turns out they go 1, 2 and dropped him, and that was his real reaction. That wasn't a fake. That was completely his reaction. Apparently he wasn't too happy about it, but I think he agrees it was a good shot of him falling. So anyways, Die Hard, is it a Christmas movie? Is it not a Christmas movie? Lots of Christmas music in it. Happens around Christmas. So I don't know. I watch every Christmas. And we have disc set 1 and 2. Did I miss it? Of of The Simpsons. So watch both those already. We watch Miracle on 34th Street, which we watch well, I do. My wife, I don't know what she was doing. She was making pies, I think. But every Thanksgiving, I love watching Miracle on 34th Street. I love the black and white part of it. I think nothing says Thanksgiving in the beginning of Christmas like that movie. I mean, it takes place at the parade, Thanksgiving parade. And it, you know what? And then it goes through Christmas. So, I don't know, it's a fun tradition. Every other year, this year I watched it in black and white. I've watched it in the color version. They did those weird colors when they did it back in the day. But I like the black and white version. That's my favorite. Those colors always look a little bit odd. All right, let's walk over here because I walked over here. Nope. Nope. All right. Go ahead and pause this for a little bit, and we'll get back here in a moment, like I said, for station identification, which is kind of interesting because I said I was going to stop, and then I keep babbling on.